Good afternoon, students. This is Professor Estrada with your week 7 through 8 folder online. This is our last lecture. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this class as much as I have enjoyed teaching it. As always, because we're online, it was very unfortunate that we haven't had this much communication, but I would have enjoyed being able to get to know more of you. At any point, if you ever want to reach out, you're more than welcome to. Just as review on the homepage of Brightspace, these announcements have always been available to you. They always tell you a recap of what's going on during the week, heads up of things to come, but also even on the day of something that is due, it was more so of an announcement of saying, hey, if you haven't done so, this is what's due. And I have always tried to be consistent with these so that people who are out, people are barely seeing them, or even just extra credit opportunities, this has always been here for you. And then on the right hand side, it has my info. Feel free to reach out and just stay in contact with me if you ever need to. This is my email. And if you're ever on the Hillsborough campus, I would love to meet you. If you ever over here, my office is office 246 in the faculty and office building. What I'm going to do now is, because I'm clicking on the content button, blue ribbon content button, the week 7 part 1, week 7 part 2, and the week 8 folder have officially been opened for you. I'm going to go in and show you a little bit of what is in each content. So in the week 7 folder is the lecture slides. There's also one peer review journal for you to do for SE3. There's also the online final exam. And an extra credit opportunity number 3, which can earn you up to 8 points on your lowest grade between the SE3, the annotated bib, or the final. And so those points are credited to that. And then it just tells you the due date for week 7 is Sunday, December 7th at 11:59. Now, normally after that, you are allowed up to do a couple of extra days to turn in stuff late, because my grading book officially closes Tuesday, December 9th at 4. That is the last possible day that you can turn in anything. And then the essay itself has its own due date. The essay number 3, which is the argumentative paper, and the annotated bibliography are due Monday, December 8th at 11:59. So because this is an online class, I'm affording you a few extra hours, whereas an in-person class is due at 4 p.m. And due to the strenuous pace of finals, a late pass cannot be used with this. And failure to not turn in an essay at any point after or by December 9th at 4 p.m. will result in a 0. And then it just tells you what you're going to be uploading. You're going to be uploading the essay, the works cited page, the edit-bib. You're going to be uploading it to Brightspace. It is an electronic copy that you are going to be turning in. Please don't send it to an email. Make sure that it is uploaded in Brightspace. And then the things that you are going to be turning in with it are right here. And at any point, if you just want to go back in and make sure that you're reading thoroughly the content of these folders, I hope that they are useful to you. And I have officially opened up the final exam. It opened up on December 1st. I think I opened up a couple of days before. And it opens up December 1st through December 7th at 11:59 p.m. So after that, I close it. Take time with it. It is cumulative. It covers everything that you need from the entire semester. It's got really great sources, really great stories, review authors, review some of the components of what makes that story. But take your time with it. I take the highest grade, but for an exam, please don't get discouraged if you see a really low grade at the first of the attempts. The computer will automatically grade a multiple choice true-false question because it already has embedded the answer. I have to go back in and grade the responses. So now what I'm doing is, as we go into the lecture slides for our class, it's one of the last lecture slides that you have. It tells you a little bit of recap of what you've ought to been doing. And if we were just in class, these are the slides that you would be looking at. Important reminder, I am available for video chat or phone conference, even in the afternoon hours at any point. But these are my in-person hours if you're available only during that time. This is also what's in the week 7 part 1 folder online. It's just helpful as if we were in class and you were just listening to my voice and saying, let's go through each of these slides carefully. The important reminder for the end of the course, the time window for the exam, And then the finals week, it even actually says right here, my grading book closes Tuesday, December 9th at 4 p.m. Possible final grades will be posted by Thursday, December 11th. But mind you, give us grace because each of us, anybody that is grading, does take a while to grade research papers. So at this point, if you're reading this, it's because you've reached these lecture sites. And these lecture sites indicate that we are now drafting or constructing our essay. And so this is a really good portion of it because it's something that I really do enjoy looking at. But it's a part of the essay, the writing process that many people kind of forego, which is peer review. And it's just a good lecture to kind of look at peer review. These are my slides that I've written and what peer review is in the thought process and what you're able to take from participating in peer review as an individual or even just as a working group. And whether you're in a working group or not, whether you're reviewing your draft or somebody else's, it's always helpful to consider the idea that when you are drafting, you're reading your own thoughts, but when you're peer reviewing, you're looking at other people's perceptions of those essays. And as we make editorial comments, whether on our own or somebody else, we have to understand that everybody interprets the text differently. And these are just some really good slides that I've always enjoyed looking at and what you can offer to a person or to yourself if you haven't thought of that, saying what else is needed, how else can I construct or deconstruct my essay. And then as an important reminder, as you're turning it in, these are the things that you are going to be submitting for your essay. And early submissions are always welcome. So for this essay, not so much others, I am requesting a peer review journal. So this peer review journal is just your thought process to the essay. It may not be a draft that you've done for others, but what you're going to do is you don't have to upload a draft or attach it. You're simply going to go back in and copy all of these questions in your own post and just say yes or no. So any of these questions, just copy them down. You can just number them 1, 2, 3, 4. And notice that you're just simply answering them in the form of yes or no. So for this checklist, you can type out the answers. I would prefer however you would like to. So if you're just numbering them 1, 2, 3, and after each number, just put yes, that I did it, no, didn't do it. It is a good guideline, but preferably if you can just copy all of this in here and just say yes or no at the end. Some of these questions don't require a sentence. They just require yes or no. And its due date is Sunday, December 7th at 11:59. Now, normally within our class, we are allowed up to 4 days late. Each day I take off or deduct 25 points, but because my grading book closes December 9th at 4 p.m., this is where the deadline is. Okay, and just be sure to go in. So you're not uploading a draft. You're not uploading anything of your essay. You're simply just going to answer these questions, whether you put the question itself in the thread or if you just want to number 1, 2, 3, all the way to 16, and then just answer them as you go. Yes, no, yes, no. The final exam is also opened. I would not want to click on it just because I don't want to mess up any of the settings for you. But I do have an extra credit opportunity for you. This extra credit opportunity will award you up to 8 points. And it's simply going to ask you in a form of paragraphs to answer the following 2 topics. And at least 5 to 7 sentences per each topic. This will award you up to 8 points between Essay 3, its annotated bibliography, or the final. And then we also have week 7. There's no content here. The main sole focus is to make sure that you are reviewing, looking at, researching, drafting, or reaching out if you have questions. It tells you the due date for anything possible in the week 7 folder, whichever section. It tells you what you are going to be uploading soon and the due date for the research paper. And this is the same thing in the week 8 folder. The only thing in the week 8 folder is the module submission for the Essay 3 and the annotated bib. As my instructions from the weekly folder stay to keep all the documents together, you're also welcome to do that. But there's also a separate module if you do the essay and the works cited its own and the annotated bibliography on its own. It's perfectly okay. And then it just tells you how everything is settled. So this is the submission for the argumentative essay. you are more than welcome to submit just the essay and the works cited page right here. It tells you a little bit of the components and requirements for it. And again, if you have all of it just as one continuous document, you're more than welcome to do it that way. I also have it to where if you submit the annotated bibliography, which is the expansion of the works cited page, feel free to review the instructions for it. It simply is asking you for a works cited page to change out the title and say annotated bibliography. Still keep your citations, but after each citation entry, simply write why, how, or how you used your source in a couple of sentences. And the annotated bibliography and its instructions are also within the week 5 or week 7 folder, I believe. Let me go back in and make sure that I have that for you. It is in the week 6 part 1 folder. Okay. And then it just simply says that you can do both of them continuously here, or just make sure that you have them separated. Its due date is also Monday, December 8th. So if you're going to knock it out and just have it all at once, that's more than fine. But the last day that I will take it is December 9th by 4 p.m. And unfortunately, because it is a research paper, it is one of the only things that I cannot use a lay pass on. Feel free to do so at your leisure. If you have any questions, let me know.